Bitcoin and things like it is the equivalent of the red pill.
This is a technology, it's a computing language, and I can build an app on it.
Is Bitcoin the currency of the future?
Crypto gang, it's the game, big gang, alt gang, light gang, cash game, blockchain. Whoa, I don't really ever buy stocks, man. No. Haters wanna say I'm in a bubble, man. No. Chew them up like bubble gum. No. Just made a meal with my pocket change. No. Wreck about to go and join the huddle gang. Huddle gang, huddle gang, huddle gang. Crypto gang, it's the game, big gang, alt gang, light gang, cash game, blockchain. Whoa, I don't really ever buy stocks, man. No. Haters wanna say I'm in a bubble, man. No. Chew them up like bubble gum. No. Just made a meal with my pocket change. No. Wreck about to go and join the huddle gang. Huddle gang, huddle gang, huddle gang. Ethereum pays for my rent. Bitcoin pays for the vent. Litecoin pays for the jet. Bitcoin cash for the rest. Spent 30 racks on an ICO. What coin did you buy? I forgot, yo. Just got started last night, bro. And I'm already hooked like a pipe stove. Flipping the coin, making it grow, taking it slow, letting it go. Cash flow's growing, it's incredible to watch it flow. Stacking the cash, taking it home, making it fast. I'm on a roll. Little bit mo's all I ask for the bubble though. Currently learning about a new type of currency. Burning the dollar down like an emergency. Urgently, listen, my friends have been urging me. Coins have been surging, we're earning like surgency. We on a mission, man. Crypto maniac. Act like you don't really know about it. Stop that. Bitcoin blowing up like a bomb. Step back. Used to be a couple $100. Should've copped that. Blew up on a scene from the mind of a brainiac. Back in 2009, where the miners at? Silk Road, baby. It's gotta be anonymous. Satoshi blew up. Now we on the map.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy, Reckless Ray Dinero, and we are back at it again with another episode of Crypto Portfolio Updates. But hold up a second. Some stuff's different. That's right, folks. We've got new branding. We've got intro videos. We've got outro videos. It's going to be awesome. We're doing our part to, spruce things up around here as much as possible, as often as possible. We're constantly making improvements, constantly learning, constantly figuring out ways to, make things better, make things a lot cooler. But before we get into it, happy Hump Day, general public. It is Wednesday, the 23rd. We are moving into a new space. We're getting ready to do some things. The market's doing some things, and you guys are catching this on Hump Day. If you're not having the best week possible, I'm hoping that you are making a pivot today, Hump Day, because it's not too late to change the trajectory of your week. Shout outs to the bag chasers. You guys will be getting this Sunday. I got to keep turning because I don't know what day it is. Sunday the 20th. Hope that you guys made it through Bag Fortification Friday. Hope your portfolios are doing well. There's been some turbulence in the market, a reckoning, if you will. But the bag chasers get this first. If you want to get this first 72 hours before the general public, which would be Wednesday, get it on Sunday right after I record it. You need to tap in with the Bag Chasers. That is a Patreon group. That is not my Patreon group. That is Anton Daniels of AntonDaniels.com's Patreon group, of which I am a member. But I do hang out in there. I'm in the crypto section. I'm in the general chat section. Sometimes I'm in the stock market section. Sometimes I'm in the mindset channel also. If you do join, make sure to join the Discord. That's where the action is happening. Obviously, the Patreon's cool. Discord's where all the action is, in my opinion. So make sure to tap in and utilize that Discord. Don't lurk in the Discord, talk in the Discord, network in the Discord, and learn in the Discord. Well, folks, it's been a pretty traumatic, turbulent weekend. Traumatic in the sense that Bitcoin has dropped. Turbulent in the sense that people are losing their minds about it. They're thinking crypto's over. They're running for the hills. I personally do not believe that crypto is over. I personally am not running for the hills. It was a great buy opportunity. So my altcoins actually were doing pretty fine. They're holding at their levels. They're holding well above my entry points on everything. So realistically, the only thing that there was to buy this weekend was Ethereum or Bitcoin. And I haven't bought very much Bitcoin this year. As far as like bought to hold, I've bought to transition into other coins. So I bought and went ahead and rounded out a position of Bitcoin that I'm holding. So we did that, which was awesome. Let me go ahead and get the screen up so that way we can go through our deliverables for you guys. And while we're doing that, actually, we'll just go ahead. We're just going to go ahead and rock it out as is this week. Okay, so before we jump into anything else, we got to do our usual top 5 gainers and losers. People, let's get into it. So on the gainers list, we're going to start off with the gainers list. We got, oh, Jesus. Oh, Lord. So we're going to start. I'm going to have some opinions about a couple of these. Actually, just one, really. At number 1 on the top gainers at position number 167, Harry Potter Obama Sonic 10 Inu ETH coin with the ticker symbol Bitcoin, BITCOIN. It is up 30% in the last 24 hours and has a volume of $7 million. This is a scam, folks. This is what scams look like, and this is how we know that we're running into the bull market, because we see stupid stuff like this. These people are blatantly making something that is going to get new people who are new in the DeFi space to part with their hard-earned money, because people will buy this thinking that they bought Bitcoin. Yes, that sounds crazy. Yes, it is the dumbest thing I've ever uttered on this channel thus far, but buckle up. The bull run is just getting started. So we're probably going to have dumber conversations. But these types of coins are the problem. Okay? Are the problem. Actually, this might not even be on there anymore because this is actively changing. Let's see where we're at now with the top 5. Oh, it's number 2. Sorry. I digress. Number 2. So the new number 1 now, as of this second, is BitRock, BROCK, and they are up. They're at rank number 951, and they are at 33.5%. Number 3 at rank 809, Acorn Protocol, ACN, and they've had an uptick of 24.7%. Number 4 is Unibright, UBT, and they are at rank 875. They are up 22.3% in the last 24 hours. And number 5 is AltPay, ATPAY, at a rank of 902. They are up 17.4% in the last 24 hours. Now let me shrink this down a scotch. There we go. Now we can see what we're doing here. But nope. Yeah, it's gonna not let me see the numbers. Okay. So on the other side of the fence, the biggest losers at number 1, at rank 481, ThorSwap, THOR, at 25.4%. Number 2 at 814, Demo, DIMO. They are down 19.7% in the last 24 hours. Number 3 at rank 746, we have ARC, ARC. They are down 15.1% in the last 24 hours. Number 4 at rank 858, we have Kyber Network Crystal Legacy, KNCL, and they are down 0.5% in the last 24 hours, which this has moved. This has been updated. And then number 5 per this list, actually, I'll give you guys a bonus one. So number 4 is Bluezell, BLZ, at rank 429. They are down 12.2% in the last 24 hours. And the new number 5 with the updates is Dust Protocol, DUST, at rank 525, and they are down 10.9% in the last 24 hours. So, as previously stated, we'll jump over to the next one. We've got some updates. First of all, we are at 29% for the year now with this recent dip. That puts me in not the happiest place, but with the way the market ranges, I'm not worried about it. We're going to go back up. This is a buying opportunity, and we are going to use those buys to push that up even further on the comeback. Obviously, I try to stay at 30%. 29.18 does not make me feel the greatest, but considering the nature of the dip and what actually went down, which was Bitcoin and Ethereum predominantly, I'm okay with it. Buying opportunity. That's the way that I look at it. Now we're going to jump into the top 10 in this year's portfolio, the one that we have built together that we're tracking. Now, we'll start off with number 1, Ethereum, ETH. Number 2, Synthetics Network, SNX. Number 3, USD Coin, USDC. Number 4 is Nasdaq's, NSDX. Number 5 is Staked Yearn Curve Vault. Number 6 is Arbitrum, ARB. Number 7 is Thor Wallet DEX, TGT. Number 8 is Cosmos Hub, ATOM. And number 9 is Wrapped Bitcoin, WBTC. And number 10, rounding it out, is the original orange pill, Bitcoin, BTC. Now, what we did this week was our buys. Straight up, we bought Bitcoin this week. We had some other things move around because some things have gone up. Obviously, Nasdaq's made some moves up. Synthetic Networks made some moves down, but we're still up for the year on that position. Arbitrum made some moves down. Thor Wallet DEX kind of held at a penny. Obviously, our entry into this project was above a penny. No complaints there. Our entry into Arbitrum was $0. That was free money. No complaints there. Cosmos Hub, we have it's moving down. Like Cosmos Hub, I have no idea what's going on with this project at this point. I'm happy I got position, but you're always going to have that one project where you're happy you finally hit your position marker for it, and then the price dips to where you were like, man, if I would have just waited. But hindsight's 2020. We are eating off that position because we have it staked, so it's generating its own income, which is bringing the average cost basis down. It's just a slow burn, and it's super, super upsetting sometimes when you don't know. Well, I mean, we're going into a bull run year. It's just, of all the altcoins that I thought I would have more volatility on, less volatility on, it was this position. Now, Synthetics Network, we got in at such a good position on that the volatility isn't affecting us, because as you can see, even though we're down 12% over the past 7 days, we're still up 30% overall, which is awesome. Thor Wallet DEX, similar position. It's down 17% basically over the last 7 days, but we're up 80%, so it doesn't matter. No, it does not in the long term, because we're holding this out through the bull run for sure, but we're using that ecosystem, so we're going to have a bag of it regardless, because we support the ecosystems we use. Let's see here. Not doing that. So then we are going to transition over into Zed. Oh, and Velindrome Finance fell off a cliff, obviously, which was another free money position. We're not really worried about that position either. It was free money. It's making money. It's making money slow down because obviously it's dumped. But we'll figure out what we're going to do with it, because we're holding that through the bull run, because we got it for free during a bear market, and I like to hold my bear market gains, the free money, through the bull run to see what it does during an actual bull run, because a lot of these things tend to rebound, and when they rebound quite heavily, and we'll worry about what we're doing with those positions then. Almost died. So now we're going to jump into some news stories. One of the big ones that no one is talking about is actually on Ethereum. As I've said multiple times, Ethereum is not and has not been the poor man's chain. It's very expensive to transact on Ethereum, which means that you have to have larger bags. You're making larger plays if you're in the DeFi space. Well, they're getting ready to release an update called EIP 4844. What does this do? Directly affects transactions and the transaction cost. So Ethereum Improvement Proposal 4844, EIP 4844, for those of you not in the know on the lingo, is a network upgrade created on February 25th of 2022 that executes a new transaction type blob carrying transaction. To reduce transaction fees on the Ethereum network, this upgrade aims to improve scalability and implement a new transaction format and logic for dank sharding. That's what they call it. But before we get into dank sharding, okay. So what they're doing is this proposal specifically is the one that's going to address the high gas fees. How far down it's going to go, we don't know. But if it's sub $10, game on for Ethereum. I mean, if they can bring those transaction costs down, that's going to be good for the NFT space, because minting super expensive, gets super expensive. If they can get it down to like sub $10 for transactions, like $10 when it's like high, bro, game on. NFTs will boom on Ethereum. Token launches will boom on Ethereum. DeFi will boom on Ethereum, just because it makes it, that would scale it down. And like, obviously there's chains where you can do it for dirt, but like to do it on the main chain that all these chains are referencing back to, for the most part, or all of them are trying to emulate, and have it to be like sub $10 to me is affordable. Like if you're doing a $500 transaction and the transaction's $10, that now makes that a doable transaction without throwing your margins off. At least in the way that crypto functions. Like you can get stuff done at around $10 on Ethereum, because usually, at least for me, if I'm throwing some weight around, if I'm throwing something around, it's normally in the $500 range normally. Like on these smaller chains where it's smaller transaction amounts, sure, we can do smaller transactions and it's feasible. Obviously, if you're paying change or a penny or less than a penny, then you can do anything on those chains and it doesn't matter. But like for Ethereum, is normally I don't do transactions that are under $500 normally on Ethereum. That would make it to where I would just start making moves over on Ethereum a lot more than what I am now. Because like right now, I'm pretty much relegated to only, especially just building out a portfolio, only doing stuff on Ethereum to get stuff transferred to another chain. But this is a game changer. This could be a game changer once they actually implement it. Because like the transaction fees on Ethereum are nightmarish, and that's not even a joke. What is this? What else will this help with? It's going to help with congestion, which is what drives the fees up. Like this is gonna help across the board on so many levels, and nobody's really talking about it. But I feel like everybody over here, since I am trying to give you guys stuff that's relevant to the space, needs to be familiar with and needs to understand and needs to know about EIP 4844, because once this goes, hopefully we'll see a dramatic reduction in transaction fees, and then we can start having more people who are new to the space kind of be able to utilize that chain a little bit. Other news that we have, let's see here. Yeah, I did do that. Other news that we've got, let's share this one. A new kind of derivatives exchange. Coinbase has gotten approved to do derivatives. This is from Coinbase's site. I'd prefer to not even reference a news story for this. When I see stuff on pages, I'm like, cool, they're telling you the products that they offer. So they offer Bitcoin at 1 Bitcoin per futures contract. You can do futures contracts. Originally, this was released. Futures were originally released as an attack on Bitcoin, which did not work. And now people still like to play with them to gamble, basically. But 10 Ether per futures contract. They have Nano Ether, which is 1/10 of an Ether per contract, and Nano Bitcoin, which is 1/100th of a Bitcoin per futures contract. Oh, geez. They got Bloomberg Large Cap Index as a derivative and crude oil as an index, crude oil as a derivative. So I got a little bit of stuff to play with over here. You guys might want to tap back in with Coinbase if you are into futures or derivatives, futures and or derivatives, and you're interested, and like you also want to have cryptographic exposure to Bloomberg's large cap index and crude oil, because like apparently they have those on there too. Pretty interesting. It's Coinbase. They're gonna ram you on fees, but it'll be nice and easy to use. So if you're a newbie in the space, you're new to the space, this might be something that you find interesting. Now, next piece. For those of you who use PayPal, I use PayPal a little bit. Obviously, it's one of the donation links. PayPal has released their stablecoin, which I find this very interesting because anybody who's familiar with the history of PayPal and understands what PayPal is, this was what they wanted to do all along. PayPal was actually aiming to do what Bitcoin did, but the government and the SEC got involved and basically relegated them to being a payments provider or facilitator. But they always, like, PayPal was crypto before crypto was crypto, basically. Like, that was the original intent of that service. They were trying to make it accessible to everybody, have a place where you had a solid medium of exchange and some sort of price stability with a currency that backed it to where they could do the exchange within there and they could make a little bit of money in the process. They did not get to realize that dream, but then along came Bitcoin, and now PayPal has come full circle. PayPal USD is not decentralized. It is very centralized. There are things in the code for them to be able to freeze transactions, just like any bank could. But, you know, kudos for them. They do have crypto in their space, and I believe they made it so that you could remove your crypto from their platform, which is cool because you can take it into cold storage. This is interesting for PayPal. I mean, I'm pretty sure at some point we're going to have a day of reckoning for stable coins, because realistically, we only need, I'd say, maybe 2 or 3, maybe, if that. The one thing that I do like about having multiple stable coins is it allows me to delineate the stuff that's coming in as income versus the coins that I'm selling off. So I do use multiple stable coins for that, just because it helps me track where this money came from, or like what it was a part of. So that way I know that, like, when it's time to buy back in, I have my stable coin pool of money that's sitting a little bit on the side for dips and opportunities. And so that's nifty. But outside of that, I mean, if every place has their own stable coin, it's going to be really annoying to have to go to a platform, exchange into their stable coin, because we don't have universal stable coins across the board because they want to collect money. It's just becomes an inconvenience at that point, because how many different dollars do we need? I mean, if it's $1, it's $1, it's $1. I don't want to have to exchange the $1 that I just sent to your platform into your $1 to transact on your platform in your $1, because it makes you feel better. Still cool news for crypto, but a little bit, it's redundancy. It's redundancy and red tape and what's supposed to be a decentralized space. I'm not excited about it. Here's something I am excited about for all of you old heads out there that keep saying that crypto is not going to be a thing. It's a thing, people. Look at this. Fidelity Crypto. Trade crypto. Tap into the new crypto frontier with a trusted leader for you old geezers and boomers. I say that because specifically it's always them that's like, crypto's not real. It's not going to be this. It's not going to do that. Well, guess what? Fidelity is allowing you to buy crypto. Is it real yet, folks? Is it real? Tell me if it's really real. Tell me it's really real. Somebody down in the comments, please tell me it's really real. I don't know how much realer it needs to be. This is a major player in the U.S. market. It's been real everywhere else. It seems like the U.S. last to the boat. Depending on what cultures you're a part of in the U.S., it's even more last to the boat. But when you're looking at these, when I look at this, I'm like, okay, this is Fidelity. Open your Fidelity crypto account. This is the reason that all these companies, you know who's not getting attacked by the SEC right now? Fidelity Crypto. But Coinbase is catching lawsuits. Gemini is catching lawsuits. Kraken's already removed services from the United States. Binance is catching lawsuits. And this is why you're seeing all the lawsuits that you're seeing. Fidelity, BlackRock, your Charles Schwabs, all of your archaic dinosaurs in the American system, I say specifically the American system, want to be your gatekeepers, just like they've always been your gatekeepers. They want you to trade on their platform. They want you to use their crypto trading services. And this is proof in the pudding, because, you know, Fidelity has not caught one word from the SEC, period. They said, we've heard nothing about the SEC going after Fidelity for their crypto stuff. No, because they're suing everybody else. And while they're suing everybody else, making you think those platforms aren't safe, Fidelity is going to swoop in and they're gonna take up all that business. One of the things I will say though is they've got trade commission free, buy and sell Bitcoin and Ethereum with $0 in commission. That could be kind of nice. That could be kind of nice. I'm not gonna lie. That sounds good to me. Maybe they're building a better mousetrap. They've got Crypto Decoded. Our focus on education helps bring clarity to crypto. They're trying to let you know what crypto is. That could be nice. That could be good for new people who don't know any better. All you boomers and geriatrics out there, this could be good for you. This could be an opportunity. But one of the things you do have to do is stop talking about how ridiculous and dangerous Bitcoin is, because it's on Fidelity. I don't think it's going away when Fidelity puts up a crypto trading platform that they're allowing you to sign up for that's through Fidelity. I'm going to keep saying Fidelity again for all the old people in the back, because I know some of you are hard of hearing. The future's coming, whether you like it or not. Fidelity selling you Bitcoin and Ethereum. Ray telling everybody, what's the easiest way? What's the easiest way to navigate in crypto? Buy Bitcoin and Ethereum. Now you can buy Bitcoin and Ethereum on Fidelity. Most likely, they're not going to let you transfer it off their platform because it's going to be highly centralized, because they're going to gatekeep you. They're going to tell you what you can and can't do, and you're going to like it, like you do when you're old. You guys need somebody else to co-sign it for you. You can't just listen to the writing on the wall. You got to have Fidelity or somebody tell you. Well, Fidelity done told you. Old reckless Ray Dinero is telling you again. It's here. It's not going anywhere. Fidelity has a crypto trading platform on Fidelity now with your 401k and all your boomer stuff, all your traditional finance, all the stuff that they've told you you're allowed to do. It's on there now. It's on there. This conversation is now done. I don't want to hear any more old people tell me about what crypto isn't going to do, because it's not going away. It's on Fidelity. It's here. Adapt or die. Choice is yours. I think that's where we're gonna end it today. Ending it on some great news. Obviously for the alpha piece, it's a down week. We're gonna keep it simple. Take your ATOM. You can stake it over in Kelper. You can get your 20%. The shockwaves, ripples going across the board. So not a whole lot of alpha. The next video, though, is going to be on the 5 coins that I'm looking at making plays on for the next bull run. Some of which are in the current portfolio, some of which are not in the current portfolio. They will be built out in the portfolio literally that we build next year. The portfolio for next year will look a little bit different from this year's portfolio, because the bull run, we making plays, baby. We making plays. So prepare yourself. But guess what? With that said, we've got something cool for the outro. So as you guys make it through your hump day, for those of you who are catching this on Wednesday, make sure that if this isn't the best week that if you're not having the best week ever, you pivot to make sure to make it the best week ever. It's not too late to make that change. We're halfway through. For those of you in the Bag Chasers who are catching this 2-day Sunday as after this recording, I hope you guys are getting prepared for the week ahead. I hope you are making the decisions necessary to make this a great week, both financially, physically, and spiritually, if you're into that stuff. But until next week, it's your boy, Reckless Ray Dinero. We are knee-deep into the season 1 of crypto portfolio updates. And I'm out. Hope you guys enjoy the new outro video. Peace.
Cryptocurrency, currency, cryptocurrency, currency. She love cryptocurrency. Me have a hot sexy girl. Whoa. Tip jar. She wanna go down and she dips her. She love dancehall and calypso. She don't want the cash, she want the crypto. Me have a sexy girl, just a tip jar. She wanna come up and she dips her. She love dancehall and calypso. a blockchain. Anyway you see me, girl, you know it not gonna stop rain. Pull up in the Beamer or the Benzie or the Bentley. Cryptocurrency, that's what we spending. We not in a lending. No for them a stake, yo. We not in a renting. Bad mind fussy them. Wanna see we ending. Smiling out with face, but call that pretending. Now left me 9 milli. Girl, so we trending. Me have a hot sexy girl, just a tip jar. She wanna go down and she dips her. She love dancehall and calypso. She no wanna cash, she wanna crypto. Me have a hot sexy girl, just a tip jar. She wanna come up and she dips her. She love dancehall and calypso. She no wanna cash, she wanna crypto. She love cryptocurrency, currency, cryptocurrency, currency, cryptocurrency, currency. She love cryptocurrency. MetaMask wallet. Cryptocurrency, currency, cryptocurrency, currency, cryptocurrency, currency. Coinbase wallet. Stack it up. Me have a hot sexy girl, just a tip jar. She wanna go down and she dips her. She love dancehall and calypso. She no wanna cash, she wanna crypto. Me have a hot sexy girl, just a tip jar. She wanna come up and she dips her. She love dancehall and calypso. She no wanna cash, she wanna crypto. She love all me DeFi. And so me make she feel high. Digital currency, I what she need. Inflation make the dollar get weak.